Hi, welcome to vlog number 8. This is the second time I'm doing this because I managed to not turn the microphone on, which is schoolboy error. But here we are, so roll the intro. Welcome to vlog number 8. So what have we been up to since we last spoke? Normal day job sort of stuff at the moment. In the evenings we're doing some more looking at coding. So the next step for some of the business stuff I'm doing, which is still sort of just being quiet at the moment, is to build a website, which is this weekend's job. I've never done one before. I've never done a fully fledged one. We'll have a crack at it and see how it turns out. We're not going to use any of the sort of Wix and the GoDaddy sort of website builder things. We're going to try and do it as a freshly coded one, and just see what the standard comes out like, because I've been on and off for about 6 months learning coding, sort of 1 hour every couple of days or every few days, and it'll be interesting to see whether it's possible for me to build a website. If it is, then absolutely awesome. If it's not, then there is always the website builders to fall back on. But yes, so that'll be an interesting thing. In terms of the Facebook chatbots, unfortunately, Facebook still have not reviewed it, so I don't know whether they've just got a load of them going through at the moment or whether there is an issue relating to it. But the one thing that we hadn't done is we hadn't built in a backup, and that's the main sort of lesson of this week is in terms of technology, it's about the output, and if it's possible to do the output another way, even if it's slightly more painful, it's better to have that sort of ready to go should there be a failing like this. So we've got 2 weeks to get the surveys done using the chatbot. If we're not able to use the chatbot, what we need to do is have a backup. So what we're going to have is a WhatsApp broadcast. It's going to be very manually done. It's going to be slow. It'll be slightly annoying for the participants in terms of the delays between each of the survey questions coming through, or indeed, it is what it is. More important is to prove the hypothesis about the reaction to the surveys, because it may be that we're trying to learn a number of things, and maybe that's the right way of doing it. But yeah, so hopefully by next week we'll have a website up and running, which I can then talk about on here. We can talk about the name of the business that we're trying to produce and what it's trying to do in the first instance, and we'll have hopefully a Facebook chatbot working, and if not, we've got a WhatsApp broadcast that should start to bring in some results. We'll be starting to discuss different other options of stuff we're doing, which will make it slightly more interesting than just me prattling on in a kind of nonsensical way. You'll be able to see how things can build up. I think maybe a later date when things are starting to run and we can do some slightly more professional videos, not done by me and a camera. We can talk about how to set up a business, a little bit of basics on accounting and finance, maybe some social media marketing stuff, and do some teaching rather than just me waffling on. But this is really a good thing for me to look back on, and for you guys to look back on, about how it's going to grow. And if it's a side project, you've got to kind of understand in patience that it's going to take you a period of time to get it working. That may be a year, it may be 3 years, it may be 5 years, but the goal is to get to the end result, or find out that actually the hypothesis is wrong and you have to pivot and change, but the goal is still set in stone. If you do want to see some of the basic stuff, understanding accounting, finance, social media marketing, sort of business 101, these are the sort of things I teach anyway. Happy to go through those. And even just the basics of setting up a business in the UK. Can't do it for US entities, don't really know it too well. We could do a bit about the legal side of copywriting and that sort of stuff as well. But those are all for a later date. So for now, this weekend, website. Next week, survey either via chatbot or by WhatsApp broadcast. And then we'll talk through a little bit about that, a little bit about why they're happening. So look forward to seeing you vlog number 9 and have a good weekend.
Made with bits of real panther, so you know it's good.
It's quite pungent.
Oh yeah.
It stings the nostrils. In a good way.
Yeah.
Brian, I'm gonna be honest with you, that smells like pure gasoline.
60% of the time, it works. Every time.
That doesn't make sense.